Welcome everyone to a special edition of the Council of Six, where we bring you all the D&D drama and peril that will take your breath and steal your mind, both real and imagined. My name is Jay Lungaro, forever DM and sometimes player and host of the Council of Six. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the channel tremendously. So some huge news broke last week from Darrington Press announcing not one, but two new tabletop RPG systems. The first is one called Illuminated Worlds, designed by Strauss Asmovic and Layla Alderman, which is intended for shorter arc-driven campaigns that can be used in any kind of setting. The second game is Daggerheart, which is described as a fun and fresh update to the fantasy genre of RPGs. Already people are speculating that this is the factor that will spell the end for Dungeons & Dragons. Although I do not believe that this will actually put an end to Dungeons & Dragons, I do believe, however, that this will be the fatal blow that ends D&D's reign as the preeminent power in tabletop role-playing games. More so than anything else that Wizards of the Coast have really done, Critical Role is mainly responsible for the meteoric rise in popularity of Dungeons & Dragons over the past decade. It has attracted new players and helped me get back into the game after a 20-year absence. The majority of players in my playgroups can tie their interest in Dungeons & Dragons or their rekindled interest in the game back to Critical Role. Interestingly, Daggerheart is designed for long-term campaign play in features and character progressions. Now, it's not exactly a surprise. What better way to platform and promote your new TTRPG system than using it to run the most popular live play in history? Plus, Critical Role will finally own every aspect of their show, from the characters to the world to the system itself, and has come at a terrible time for Wizards of the Coast after the whole OGL debacle. In short, again, the new OGL was mainly Wizards trying to cut down and control their competitors both in the VTT space and in the content creation space. This is their worst nightmare. Not only did they take a massive hit to their reputation over the OGL, failing to squash creators or VTTs, but they also publicly promoted all their competition like Pathfinder and other systems, allowing people to realize there are many alternatives to D&D. Additionally, Wizards of the Coast treated their community and even their own employees with a level of contempt and arrogance that people are more receptive than ever to trying something new. So when Critical Role Season 3 comes to close and they create new characters for Season 4 utilizing their own TTRPG system, what will happen then? If they change the focus of their show to Daggerheart, they will be able to bring this massive audience along with them. This enormous cultural force and the crucial function that it plays are going to receive a tremendous level of attention. And let's be real here, they are taking a direct shot at Dungeons & Dragons by making their world a high fantasy settings. The game is getting its first preview at this year's Gen Con in August. I am attempting to save up and hopefully attend it so I can try and play it and maybe report back to you guys. But based on the announcement we've been given, firstly, it looks like a D20 based system like Dungeons & Dragons and Pathfinder. This is because the other system, Illuminated Worlds, is specified as a D6 TTRPG. It's a system designed for much shorter arcs-based campaigns, and it can fit basically any setting. So you already have this D6 system over here aimed at more casual play, so it makes sense for Daggerheart to be a more robust D20 system. Story-wise, we are sure to be treated with something amazing. Matt Mercer is known as the ultimate world builder. Exandria is a really cool place, so I'm pretty sure Daggerheart will be tied to a setting that he is working on. We can expect a rich world history and expanded lore to this place where the games are in. Now, at this point, we don't know or can't tell if it will be Exandria or a whole new world in its setting, but it'll be something cool nonetheless. As for the release of the game, it could possibly be aiming at a 2023 Q4 release just in time for the holidays. Obviously, there are a lot of interesting and intriguing places at play here. As I said, Darrington Press will be at Gen Con, so don't be surprised if we find out more information about these new games in August. If you want to help me get to Gen Con, I do now have a Patreon with a bunch of cool rewards for whatever tier you choose to support with. If you can't be a patron, your continued viewing, liking, and sharing of the channel does more than you can imagine to help it grow and prosper, and I appreciate it greatly. So let me know in the comments what you think about this Critical Role and Darrington Press announcement. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified the moment we go live or drop a video. Thank you again, and until next time, so say we all.